Here's Freddie. He is a 9-year-old boy and has recently been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Freddie is unsure what type 1 diabetes even is. All he knows is that he has been really thirsty, really hungry, and really sleepy. Today, Freddie is visiting Dr. Jill. Dr. Jill will explain to Freddie about what type 1 diabetes is and how he can control his diabetes.
Hi, Freddie. First, I'm going to inform you what type 1 diabetes is. Type 1 diabetes is a disease that affects the main sugar in your body. This sugar is called glucose.
So what does that mean, Dr. Jill?
Well, Freddie, it means you must keep an eye on what you eat, how active you are, and you have to remember to take your insulin because your body doesn't produce it itself.
What is insulin?
Insulin is used to keep the glucose in your body at a normal level when used correctly. In order to use insulin correctly, you must give yourself shots every day or use an insulin pump. An insulin pump is a small machine that connects to narrow tubing, ending with a needle just under the skin near your stomach. Then insulin is carried through the needle.
Can I still play kickball with my friends?
Yes, Freddie, it is important that you stay physically active throughout your life in order to control your glucose levels. In addition to staying physically active, you must eat right.
Can I still eat chicken nuggets?
Yes, you can, Freddie, as long as you keep a food journal to make sure you are eating safely and checking your glucose 15 minutes after every meal. Here are fun, kid-friendly snacks and meals that you will love. Things like fat-free chocolate milk or popcorn would be good choices. For breakfast, Freddie, a good example would be 1.5 cups of Cheerios, which is 30 grams of carbohydrates, 1 cup of 1% milk, which is 12 grams of carbohydrates, half of a banana, which is 15 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, which is 3 grams of carbohydrates. This would give you a total of 60 grams of carbohydrates for breakfast, fitting within your carb choice limit.
Wow, that sounds yummy. But Dr. Jill, how do I check my glucose levels?
Well, today you will go home with a new tool. You will use this tool to check your blood to see how much glucose is in it.
What happens if I don't check my glucose levels, Dr. Jill?
Well, Freddie, there can be consequences if you allow your glucose levels to be too low or too high. If your glucose levels are too low, hypoglycemia happens. Taking too much diabetes medicine, missing a meal, delaying a meal, or playing outside more than usual causes it.
What happens when my glucose levels are too high?
If your blood glucose stays over 180, it may be too high. This means you don't have enough insulin in your body. This can happen if you miss taking your diabetes medicine, or you eat too much, or if you don't have enough physical activity.
Oh, I see, Dr. Jill.
So, Freddie, can you tell your mom what you learned today about your type 1 diabetes?
It is important to monitor my glucose and eat the right foods. I should keep track of the foods I eat in a food diary. I also need to keep track of my blood sugar levels. I can still play kickball with my friends at recess at school.
Wow, Freddie, good job. You learned a lot.